my channel name is Price, and my name is Price. And thank you so much for subscribing. If you like my kind of content, and please don't forget to turn on that bell so that you get to know the next time that I'll be uploading. Today we are going to be we recently ended World Cup, and my guest, introduce yourself, and we continue with the video. A very short one today.
Eh, this is Julius once again on its Prize Show.
Mm.
Greetings, everyone, wherever you are all over the world. Those who are in morning hours, evening hours, depending on the time zone, I greet you all.
Okay, Julius. Yesterday I interviewed my little brother, and I know you were supporting the same team. I was asking him why France lost, what
Mm,
lessons, why didn't Uganda participate. So today I want to ask you the same questions. That was my 12-year-old
mm,
brother, and today I want to hear
okay.
the reasoning of an older person. So why do you think
Yes.
France lost?
I, uh, I, I think in a game there has to be a winner and a loser. Everyone puts in more effort, but whoever prepares best takes it
Mm,
all at the end of the day. Though I still
mm.
feel that also chance and luck takes precedence.
For me,
Because if you saw the game, I'm sure you saw
mm,
it, your first World
uh,
Cup game, you see these guys came from behind. Eh? So that shows that really they're also doing good. I think it's just that the day wasn't theirs. It was really a day for Argentina.
but for me, for sure, I was seeing that
Mm,
Argentina is doing very, very well. Like how they are making their moves. Even if I was not supporting any team and I've not been following World Cup, but I watched that final one. For sure, you should know.
mm.
You should admit that Argentina had the moves
Yeah, that's why I'm
better than
saying that
France.
whoever prepared well, and of which
Mm,
Argentina did.
yeah.
I think because even like when you see first half, they really overplayed France. Till France had to
Mm,
bring substitutes even before the first half ended. It's very rare. They always bring
mm,
substitutes in second half, or if someone has
mm.
gotten an injury. But these people, I think in the 40th minute, they introduced two new people, showing that things weren't on their side.
So, what lessons do you give to France so that next time they take the cup? Because my 12-year brother told me that the last time they took the cup.
Hmm. Yeah, they are the reigning champion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are the reigning champion. Okay, they are the former World Cup holders.
You
They
know
are the
me, I
former
don't
World
know
Cup
football.
holders. Yeah. No, it's okay. What I was meaning, they are
Uh,
the people who still had the World Cup, the previous World Cup.
yes, that one I've
Yes. So
understood.
they are the ones who still had the last World Cup. And I think it
Mm,
wasn't also fair, really, for them to take it again. Maybe someone else
yeah.
would have taken it. Probably it also makes the equation, perfect. Because for them, really, whoever
Mm.
qualifies for World Cup has always prepared. And if someone has reached on the final, they've surely prepared for it. But at the end of the day, I think it was Argentina's time. It took the trophy. I cannot say that these ones never prepared well. I think they put in all their own, but the other one was more prepared than them.
My brother told me that Argentina took the cup, and he was like, "It's okay, let them take it because it is Messi's last World Cup." Enlighten me on that. I didn't.
No, of course, you see, like Messi right now is 35 years, and the higher you go, the fewer the chances of participating in football or any other athletics. So, Messi being 35 years, it means next World Cup is after 4 years, so he will be 39, 40 years. So he might have retired from football.
But
That's
this is
what
a
he
match that
meant.
he's not going to be returning.
Now you see, football is they always look for the young blood. He might be lucky and they call him, but there are fewer chances of him coming back because there are also young kids who are also doing like him. So why would they give an opportunity a big person when there's a young blood coming from down?
So I want you to give me reasons why East African countries we didn't have a representative in the World Cup.
Uh, we are not prepared. The main point is we are not prepared, especially for such games like football. We always invest so much in running, athletics, and you see that's why we are always doing well. Then number two is corruption. Corruption is not only in government. Corruption is also in sports. You get it?
Mm, mm,
Because we've seen scandals in our FIFA in Uganda, the body which is in charge of football. You know, they say that they don't have money to take a national team to go and participate, and yet
mm.
they have got money to waste on buying cars. You get it? So
Which
the other
country is that one?
I'm talking of Uganda, it's when I have data. Though it also takes care of the other East African countries. The other kind of
Mm,
corruption is, you choose certain people based on either ethnicity, like you're only choosing Waganda, you're not choosing
imagine.
like people in the north. You get it? And yet it's about talent. With soccer,
Yeah,
with football, it's about talent. So if you're only going to choose people from one region and you are not choosing them based on talent, then and yet you are going to compete against the best. These guys, these
yeah,
teams you saw, they bring the best of the best in the country. So if you are going to compete with the best of the best, and you're only taking fudge, they call it fudge in this and sell second hand
fudge.
clothes. If you are going to
Poor
take
quality.
fudge, poor quality, to compete
Mm,
with someone who has prepared good enough, you can't go far. And I think the other point could be we don't have the facilities. You see,
mm.
you just take like how many national stadiums do we have in the whole country as Uganda? Do you know them?
Are they too?
The national stadiums. Nambole, Nambole, I think with Nachivubo, which
Mm,
Nachivubo is under construction. They had told us it will be ready by 2020. To
mm,
date, it has never been ready. So the only two pitches we are using
mm,
is the Nambole and Chitende. Chitende Secondary, by the way, has an international recognized stadium. So that one is not even for the government, it's private. So only have two. The remaining ones all over the country are substandard. So if someone
mm,
is practicing in a substandard pitch and is going to meet other people who are prepared, who have been using the standard pitches, then you
mm.
understand that you're not going to
Yeah,
perform any
of
better.
course.
We don't have the investment in football. Eh?
Okay.
Even like you realize that most of these countries they've got what they call academies. An academy is like a school, but school for sports, for football only. Kids go there as early as 4 5 years. So a kid
Mm,
starts playing from an academy at 4 5 years, 10 years onwards. But another person like me, let me take an example of myself.
mm,
Hmm? Of course, I played football in primary, secondary. You get it, but it was like for leisure. Though I was among the best because I represented our district. I think at primary level,
mm,
secondary level, our school represented the whole district at country level. You get it, but like we would only do it when almost like at the age of 16, 14. Yeah, that's when we are trying to put in more effort. But these guys, someone had started at the age of 3 to play football. If you
okay.
see, like people are talking about Messi, people are talking about Neymar,
Mm,
Neymar, Mbappe. You see, Mbappe started playing football like at the age of 4. He was in academy. He only passed through the football school. But here we are like, with our education system, they want you to play football. They want you to be involved in drama. They want you to be involved in running, to be involved in football. Those are the things I was involved in, all those things plus education. By the end of the day,
hmm.
I threw them away. Time wastage, kaput. Eh? But with this guy, only
Yeah.
gets one thing, specializes
Mm,
on it, puts in all sorts of effort to perfect it. The truth is, you cannot also hold so many things at a go. I think at some point, you need to get one thing you are good at and
mm,
try to improve it as much as possible and get the best output than getting everything and you don't get anything out of it all. Because you see, me, I ended up going with books, but I was good at football. I, I represented our district at primary running, at national level.
football,
Eh,
running, books. Eh?
then drama, I was also part of the
Ah.
drama team. So you see, you cannot divide yourself in those pieces. You end up not
Yeah.
perfecting anything. Unlike these guys who always just pick, if it is football, it's football. If it's athletics, if it's books, it's books. So we also lack the investment to reach where those other teams are.
So, what can be done so that in the next World Cup we also benefit from the World Cup as East African countries?
Okay, let me start maybe with Uganda. Probably also other countries can learn from us. I think we've
Mm,
started on a good note, by the way. Within this World Cup, when it was starting, Nile Special, those who drink beer,
mm,
they say that every beer you drink, 50 shillings on that beer will be saved for the team which will be preparing for the coming World Cup. So if you're drinking one beer, better take two. That's 100 shillings. And Nile Special, as a
mm,
company, has given us the right as citizens. We are supposed to determine how that money will be used. So now this time around, the government
mm,
won't be involved. So it's us, the citizens, to plan for even that money. So I'm sure if that money can be collected and it's not swindled, well, I just
mm,
hope so because our African blood is used to eating each and everything that is called money. If that
mm,
money is not put to waste, and also the government gets serious, because all we need are also proper policies in relation to sports, specifically football. Yes, we just have proper guidelines to help us in choosing the best out of the best. We need to do investments in the young kids. We need to start. We need to use the top up approach, the bottom up approach. We start the young kids. We invest
mm,
within the young kids. They grow with that talent onwards till they get old and they can prepare for the World Cup. So we also need. They also need our own support, individual support. Like you've not been supporting football. Hopefully, after that final World Cup, you're going to start supporting football, and mainly the Ugandan football. So here
mm,
we are just advising ourselves, especially like the East Africans. I think
mm,
we need to fight corruption in football. Make sure we have the right policies that will help us pick the best out of the best from the young talents. We need to invest a lot of money in building academies. These ones which are going to train the young kids from as early as 4 5 years. Then, if we could also keep having those initiatives like what Nile Special has put in place, and
mm,
we start collecting money through such ways, I think the coming World Cup, since it's even, I think they'll be choosing 10 countries out of Africa. Uganda, I'm sure,
mm.
will qualify because it's even this. By this World Cup, we missed it. This World Cup and the other World Cup, we just missed it by one point. So we were only missing the World Cup to participate in World Cup by just 1 point.
Mm.
Get it 1 point with all our manyangas and things not going well. We managed
Yeah.
to would always lose out maybe by just 1 point. So I'm sure even now that the teams have increased, I'm 100% sure that Uganda as a country is going to be represented in the coming World Cup. Putting all things constant, corruption zero,
Yeah.
investment, government should also invest. Government should give money eh, to sports, to FIFA. They should give it enough money. Eh? They should stop investing money which is not yielding anything. You see also that only stepping on that platform of World Cup, the country is sold. Eh? So it's not a matter of only watching other people. I also want to see my national anthem being sung like the way we see in athletics. I'm always proud when Kiprotich stands and has won the gold medal. So why not the Cranes as a team, eh?
But
Reaching that level?
since
Mhm.
Kenya is always bringing medals home for in athletes, why doesn't it also participate in World Cup? What's the
Yeah,
problem there?
it's having the same problems as Uganda. I think
But
they
they
are
are
not
making it
always prepared.
in the other sports.
Yeah, even Uganda is making it in athletics, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, we are doing
Uh-huh.
very well. Yeah, we are doing very
Okay.
well.
I think that one there is no corruption. There's no way you
Yes.
will choose people who. But how
No, with
come they are
athletics,
making there?
yeah, with athletics, you will always have
There
to
is no
choose the best.
corruption. There's no
You can't.
corruption. Even football, they
No,
should choose the best.
that's what I'm saying. Because you see, with athletics, is a bit different. Because you see, most of these athletes, especially in Uganda and Kenya, they come from almost the same regions. Eh? You get it?
Yeah.
Like as you find
Yes.
they're coming from Kapchorwa, then
Yeah.
when you cross on the other side, they're also coming, I think, from almost the same region. So it's always hard to start bringing in corruption when it's actually almost like the same group of people that participate. The
Okay.
others don't have the capacity to participate.
Mm.
So Uganda, Kenya, all the East African countries, I think it's high time we invested a lot in sports. We also took it as a serious game, not just leisure. You know, some people take it like it's a leisure game. No, it's not. It's business. We need to take it as a business entity. We invest in it, and we also look for better ways of getting yields, getting outcomes out of it.
Okay, thank you so much, Julius. And we have come to the end of this video. In the next video, we shall be talking about lessons that we learned from the World Cup. This World Cup, which ended recently. We'll be talking about
Okay.
lessons that we learned. But today, I think this is the end of the video. You have anything to say before we say bye to our subscribers?
Maybe just okay. It's a word of encouragement, especially to the youth. Those other people have done it. I mean, the ones who are watch. I mean, the ones who are watching. I'm talking in relation to what we've been talking about. Argentina has made it. France has made it. They are no different from us, from all of us here, the youth. So they shouldn't say that the football is only for those countries. If they've done it, we can also do it. So don't lose hope. Just be focused. You will also reach there at one point.
Okay, thank you so much. And if you're still watching up to the end, also thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. And for today, we are out of here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.